What's the deal, y'all? It's your man DJ Kane that's back again with another beat video. This week, instead of sampling a piece of vinyl, I decided to go digital and go into my library of MP3s that I have on my computer, specifically the jazz genre. I found a dope sample by Gato Barbieri. If you don't know who that is, go do your research. He's a dope jazz saxophonist from Argentina. So as always, we're gonna sample that on the machine and see if we can come up with some heat. And with that said, let's get it cracking. All right, y'all. So like I said, I found a dope sample from Gato Barbieri. If you don't know, he's a jazz saxophonist from Argentina, and the album is called Passion and Fire from 1984. So let's go ahead and load up the sample and get that in the machine. All right, so I'm gonna load up the sample in Serato Sample, and then we're gonna put it in machine. Like always, I'm not gonna tell you what song it is. You just have to get the album and find it for yourself. That's why you don't see nothing on the screen. I got AM mode. All right, so we got that piece, and then there's another piece that I want. So let's go over here and grab that. All right, so now we got that in there. Now let's go ahead and chop that up. All right, so let's normalize that. So get that piece right there. I'm going to duplicate that because I want to chop that beginning piece a little differently, at least the beginning. Instead of din-in-in, I just want to go din-in-in-in-in-in. So okay, cool. So now this piece, let's normalize that. All right, so let's chop this last piece. All right, so I got the three pieces I needed. I got this, which is basically the same thing as this, but I have a little piece in the beginning. Then we have this. So let's go ahead and get out of sampling. Let's change the polyphony. Okay, let's change that to one shot. Let's go ahead and pitch that down. So let's fix that a little bit. All right, cool. Since this is like a Latin jazz, I'm gonna put a lot more percussion than I normally use in my beats, but let me go ahead and load up some drums. All right, so I got a bunch of percussion. I got this sound, and then I'll have my my kicks and hi-hat. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay down this percussion really quickly first, all right? Okay. Let's go ahead and add another shaker at the very end. All right, so now that we got that, let's add this little piece in here. I'm gonna have that added in half note quantization. So we're gonna do note repeat. right, so we have a little variation with that. I might shift that quarter note. So now that we got my percussion laid down, let's lay down the actual drums on the joint. So here it goes. So I hit this a little, like twice. All right, bet. All right, so let me go ahead and neaten that up real quick, and then we're gonna lay down the sample. All right, so I basically shifted some notes around, and this is how it rocks. All right, so now we got my drums in. Let's go ahead and lay down the sample. Quantize that. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna add some reverb to it. You know what I'm saying? And give it a little bit of airiness to it. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. So I added this UAD pure plate reverb. So I'm gonna play it without the reverb, and then I'm gonna bring the reverb in so you can hear what it's doing. So this is without the reverb. This is dry. Without the reverb. All right, so let's bring in the reverb now. So you can hear what the reverb did to that, right? I want to show you the next part of this beat. So the next part is, remember that sound that I got, this right there, right? So what I want to do is I want to use that as like an accent, right? So I'm going to put a beat delay on it. So instead of it just, I'm going to actually put a beat delay on there, and it's going to go like this. All right, so let's go ahead and record that in, all right? Bring the drums in. All right, so we have that, and let me go ahead and like, this is not gonna be in the beat the entire time. This is gonna be for like when I dip out some other parts of the beat, and I'll bring that in to switch it up, right? So what we gotta do now is we gotta lay down a bass. All right, so I got the bass ready to go. I put an SSL channel plugin on there to add some growl to it. So let's see if we can get this thing to rock. Okay. All right, so let me quantize that, and we'll see how the whole beat's gonna go. All right, so now that I have all of my pieces that I want together, I'm gonna bring all these elements in one by one so you see how the beat builds. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's basically what I got for right now. You know what I mean? As you already know, the next step is to dump that into Pro Tools, arrange it a little bit more, put a proper mix on it, and see what we go from there. Maybe I put some scratches on there. Maybe an MC will just do a hook. We'll see what's happening. But where I'm at right now in this beat, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm right now, for some reason, I feel like sampling a bunch of jazz records. So this was the first crack at it in a long time. If you like this beat, let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? But as always, check me next week for another beat video. And make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell notification. You know what I mean? And with that said, KNS out.
Hey yo, KNS, drop it on them.